We're talking about ticket prices after Tamworth announced their costs for their upcoming FA Cup tie. And we give you one Christmas wish to turn around your club's fortunes. And as always, it's all about you and your opinion. So give us a call on 03717 223344 to air your views to the nation on the Saturday session on talkSPORT. There you go, some more AI. Imagine Daz. You like that, Daz?
Loved it. Mate, it's scary what you can do.
On talkSPORT, there you go.
Ah, it's a good ending. Better ending, that one as well.
Much better ending, I think. Right, so the ticket prices have been declared for Tamworth, taking on Tottenham Hotspur in the third round of the FA Cup, and it is in the main stand for adults, £42, in the terrace, £38. Over 66, £37 and £33. Under 17s, £34 and £30. And under 10s is £29 or £25 on the terrace. Now, what's the normal price? The general tickets?
The normal price is terrace, adults 18. That's online. Ticket price is 19. Concession over 66 is 14. 16 to 70 is £8. Juniors 11 to 15 is 6. And mini lambs, they call them, under 10s are free. I think they've made an error. I'm in two minds about this. I think they've made an error in the under 10s. £29 for an under 10. Over 66s maybe could be decreased. There's a few things that they could do. The members or the season ticket holders, if they do that at Tamworth, should get a discounted price for that. But then the other side of it is this is a generational game in terms of how often is Tamworth going to get a top Premier League side to come to their place? Why can't they cash in on it? Now, that is going to get a mixed reaction. I know that. But very rarely, and you pay for the product, very rarely. Now, on the flip side, if it was at Spurs, I'd expect the prices to be less because you're paying for the product. Spurs supporters who go there week in, week out are going to go to watch Tamworth. I think the other side of it is no replays. Mm-hmm. So if somehow Tamworth, well, I say somehow, that could actually happen, by the way, at the moment, take Spurs to a draw, there's no revenue to be made on the replay. There's certain things that could happen, as I said. Definitely reduce the kids because that's not right. You're a family, you want to take your kids to watch a top Premier League team. Do it for free. Put the kids in for free, under 10s. Even if you're going to keep the £42 for the main ticket, which is steep, it's probably a little bit overpriced. But I go back to these clubs are not run by billionaires. They run week in, week out, and they're trying to cash in to keep the club running for the next however many years. So,
which makes sense. And you know what? Growing up when I used to watch Watchdog with Anne Robinson, I used to always love. We asked them for a comment, but they didn't have anyone available at the time. We did ask Tamworth Football Club for a statement or to put someone to join us. This was their chance to reply, but they told us they will not be providing either at this time.
Look, we're not here to batter Tamworth.
No.
And I'm not here to stick up for Tamworth.
I am.
Go on. What's your views?
I'm here to say that what could be done and should be done to ensure that they capitalise on this situation as well as treat their supporters fairly. Season ticket holders should be unaffected.
Yeah.
Every season ticket holder at Tamworth should pay the same price for that game.
Yeah.
You know, does it come with their season ticket? I don't know how it works, etc.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But if there's people going there week in, week out, the old chap, Ron, he's 75 now. He's on his own.
Why are you naming him?
It's Ron. 75, he's on his own.
Yeah.
This Christmas, he's had to choose whether to heat or eat. That's the reality.
Yeah.
For a lot of people listening to this station right now, they are choosing between heating and eating. And his one getaway, his one escape is watching Tamworth at the weekend. He goes there, he knows everyone. Hello, Ron. Ron comes, hello, Ron, do you want a pint, Ron? Everyone knows Ron. He goes down there, he's looking at this game. It's the biggest game that they've had. And they're asking him to pay another £20 plus.
Yeah, 24
£24.
£23 more, yeah.
Which could be his food consumption for the week. Or, the heating or something. I think it's a disgrace in this current... Yes, Tamworth absolutely should and deserve to benefit and reap the rewards of a big club coming to their town to play. Now, is there something to be said, and this is where we need to support the lower league clubs and all the way down the grassroots, is there something to be said in terms of how revenue split or whatever Tottenham Hotspur should go, you know what, Tamworth, as a gesture, Is some.
Yes. Look,
Should it be on the Premier League Club?
There are certain things to do. As you said, we don't know season ticket. We asked for a comment, they didn't give one. So we don't know if there's season tickets. We don't know if there's memberships. They should be unaffected, or at least a massive discounted price on what they're trying to charge. I think, I agree. Spurs could potentially, whether they'll do it, I doubt this very much. Say, look, put them back to your prices, and whatever capacity you get, whatever attendance you get, we will reimburse you for what that money is going to be, because there's no replays. And I mean, we've had text coming in. Jonathan Munns, hang on, did he call the Spurs a top Premier League side? I mean, he's trying to make a joke or a joke out of the situation. No matter what you think of Spurs, they're a top Premier League side going to Tamworth.
Go back. Within the last 10 years, they've been in the Champions League final.
Yeah, of course.
That's facts. Listen, we can
no
have the
what
banter
they're doing
or whatever.
now, and banter aside, they're a club that, or a team that potentially is never going to go back to Tamworth, or depending on how Tamworth do in the coming years. Should they cash on in it? Perhaps not. Should they be helped out by Premier League sides? That, yes, I believe they should. So I think it's a little bit unfair on the supporters go week in, week out. 100% agree with you. Now, the argument on the flip side, and Tamworth supporters might agree as well, that there's going to be people turning up that are not ever go to watch Tamworth because it's Tottenham. They live locally, perhaps. They never go to Tamworth to watch them, but because Tottenham are turning up, they will come. And that's why I think potentially they've put the prices up, because they know people will pay it, because it's a Premier League team coming to play Tamworth. And unfortunately, you can't win if you're a football club. You need to look after your locals, look after your loyal fans, and then you need to try and earn enough money to keep the club running for however many years you want. Unfortunately, like we said, they didn't give us a comment. We're not here to bash them. We're not here to bash Spurs. We're not here to bash the supporters. But just giving my honest opinion, I'm mixed in this. They should look after their loyal fans, but they should also be able to cash in a little bit on what is a generational game for them.
Well, do we have any Tamworth fans? First and foremost, 03 717 223344. I want to hear from a Tamworth fan.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, surely, listen, there has to be someone listening to the world's biggest sports station who supports Tamworth, or knows someone that supports Tamworth. I want to hear from you.
Here we go. Sorry, we've just had a message come in as well, no name on it. Spurs should field a first team to make the Tamworth prices worth it. Actually, Emma, that is, she's a Swindon fan, sad Swindon fan, she says. But that's the argument right there. These people, these loyal fans go week in, week out, pay an extra 20, 22, 23 pound on top to see an under 23 side from Spurs that not many people have heard of. That's the argument there. And that's why Spurs should potentially do something in support.
Well, I asked for it and we got it. I go Tamworth nearly every week. I stopped my Aston Villa season ticket due to cost and greed. I even paid to watch the new cup competition games, but I refused to pay 70 quid for myself and my son. I might as well go back to the Villa.
Look,
I'd love whoever that is, I'd love them to call us.
Please call, or someone. Am I out of touch? Should I be totally backing the supporters and not so much Tamworth either? But let's talk about Spurs. Yes, we watch top quality football there week in, week out. We have done. But let's say Crystal Palace. I'll use Crystal Palace because I'm associated. It was one of my formal clubs. You're paying to watch Spurs against Crystal Palace. Would you expect to pay more to watch Spurs play Real Madrid? You would, because you're buying the product. You're buying the team you're watching. And now it's a lot lower. But it's the same people going to watch these games.
Tamworth fans, call us now and have your say. This is what we're here for. This is why we are your voice. This is why it's our responsibility on this station to give you the voice, to have your say on something like this. This is a big matter. If you can't get your ticket or don't want to pay those prices, you can always listen to live coverage of the game for free here on talkSPORT on the 12th of January at 12:30.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.